What's good, everybody? Thanks for tuning into my channel. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Stay up on all these videos that I drop. Well, check it out, man. You see what we're talking about, the game and Priscilla Rainey, the woman, who won that $7 million judgment against the game back in 2015, has been trying her damnedest to get her hands on the money. And, it's been a process. A lot of things have happened. I don't know, man. It's a wild situation. Did the game really do this or not? I don't know. I'm not really going to get into all that. But you guys can tap in the comments with your thought on that, situation. But as far as the money goes, this has been a process. This has been a whole situation. I've been covering it on my channels for a minute. And what's going on, his game flat out refused to pay this woman. Same thing like with the 40 Glock situation and other civil judgments that the game has had against him. He's flat out said, I believe it was on the Breakfast Club, I ain't paying none of y'all. You gotta take it somehow. So, he missed a lot of court dates. He would appeal the decisions, but things got a little hectic for the game as, they started wanting game to turn over all his financial records and documents and everything like that. And what ended up happening, was they started putting, a hold on his money to where the payments could be garnished. Just kind of like anyone, if y'all know about when you owe back child support, that's how they was doing the game. She was trying to get money out of the Trees by Game, from his music, all different kinds of stuff, But what she's alleging that the game did now was created a shell company, a new business entity where she, doesn't have access to that money. Like there isn't a court enforced hold on that bread. So game doesn't have to pay her. You know what I mean? And I don't know, game just don't want to pay up. We're going to keep seeing this probably in the headlines for a long time. You feel me? But this what's kind of interesting about this is, a lot of people, thought a lot of the stuff the game was doing as far as with Nipsey Hussle was some bozo type, ish. And I'm on the same page, man. Game has been a full-blown clown for a while to me, some of the things he's been doing. And this is coming from someone that was a big fan of the game, But the things he did, since, leading into this last album dropping and everything, he did a lot of corny stuff. That's a whole nother story. But check it out, man. I'm gonna read this court documents here that we got. But listen to this. She has only got $47,674 since she's, been attempting to collect these 7 M's from the game. But I'm gonna read this document to you, and it's basically saying that this new record label the game started, Prolific Records, that was all basically a front, a shell company just made intended for the purposes of not paying her. You know what I mean? Because she didn't have a court order on this company. So it says, history demonstrates that there is real urgency supporting the need for stant ex parte relief. The last time this court issued an assignment in order without a restraining order, Taylor flaunted it by creating a new legal entity, Prolific, through which he is now presumably receiving the bulk of his record sales earnings. Given that Sound Exchange has only cut a single check and Entertainment One denies owing Taylor anything, it's likely that Taylor disposed of the right of payment from them or assigned his rights to LA Prolific. So basically, I'm not going to go over this whole thing. At Entertainment One, formerly known as Koch Records, that's who Game had an independent deal with. That's who WAC 100 does a lot of business with and everything like that. E1. Now, they're saying, they were trying to continue to collect the money owed to them through E1, and E1 is saying, we don't owe the game anything. He's getting paid these record sales through his new independent venture, Prolific, and the actual company is called LA Prolific. Because if you remember when the whole Prolific thing was going on, we found out that Faith Evans owned Prolific Records, like the rights to that. Games is called Prolific, but like as far as business goes, it's known as LA Prolific, and that's where the you know, revenue streams from the record sales and streams and stuff like that is all coming through, and she doesn't have a judgment against that. So now she's trying to get a hold on this you know, revenue stream. It's just kind of wild. You know, I feel what the game's doing. He's trying to go any which way he can to not have to pay this woman you know, the money he owes her. As Games came out and said numerous times, he's called this girl a chicken head, a thought, said she's crazy, got mental illness, she should have never been on the show. You know, that they didn't screen properly. I believe he even kind of tried to say at one point in time, or no, he did try to say that the production company and VH1 and them Viacom, they should be responsible to pay this judgment because they're the ones that let this woman on the show. But it didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? The judge ruled against that, and you know, the game is still on the hook, and he's still trying to avoid paying her. But I don't know, man. This is gonna keep happening, and the judge, you know, has got sick of the game because, you know, the way he treated the court. He felt it was disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? He didn't show up to a lot of court dates. He didn't like a lot of the stuff the game was posting on social media. He felt that it made a mockery of the court. So sooner or later, you know, this judge is gonna take things to another level, if you ask me, in my opinion. You know, they're already sick of the games that the game is playing. So I don't know. You know, what would you do if you were him? Would you just pay up and you know, try to get out there and make more money? You know what I mean? Like, the game, like him, hate him, whatever, he's an entertainer. He's made a lot of money. You know, he's been successful generating revenue off in the entertainment industry, you know, but he just doesn't want to come up off them 7Ms. You know, a lot of people don't realize these celebrities, rappers, etc., they make a lot of money, but they also have, you know, a healthy spending habit, we'll say. You know what I mean? And it can become like how it becomes for everyday people, where, you know, like a lot of America, the average American, you know, doesn't have a savings account. They live check to check, and when one check gets messed up, it's a problem. You know, as we're seeing what's going on right now with the coronavirus and everything. You know what I'm saying? And that happens with a lot of really rich people because they don't properly take care of their money. They don't put money away. They spend frivolously, and then, you know, it becomes like, you know, the same thing, but just on a bigger scale, where, hey, you know, I can't pay this 7Ms. I don't got it, or I don't want to, but I really can't afford to. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's going for the game. You know, he's his back's up against the wall. You know what I'm saying? And he's hurting, and that's on the real. You know, but tap in the comments. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Let me know what you think about, you know, what the game should do. Thank you for watching. Like I said, make sure to sub to the channel. A lot of y'all probably know me from the J Coffee Talk channel. That channel's still up and running, but we're just going to strictly pump out the sports and hip-hop news on this Coffee Got the Keys channel. You feel me? So make sure you're subscribed on both. Let's talk about this in the comments. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.